Welcome back to Trauma Recovery Anonymous. In this series, I'm attempting to empower all those diagnosed or misdiagnosed mental disorders caused by past trauma memories with a series of practices on prayer power. And today I'd like to talk about the meaning of life, a purpose in life. I am and I have my being here in this moment, in these 24 hours today. The past is history, none of my business. Tomorrow is a mystery. It may never happen. All I have is here and now in this present moment in time. This is where my meaning for life is. This is where my purpose is. Whatever happened in the past, whatever might have happened or should have happened or could have happened, how I feel about the past is none of my business. All the remorse and regret and sadness I hold about the past, my anger and resentments, my rage, my feelings of being a victim or a martyr, the need to fix or save anybody, or the need for vengeance and justice. All these feelings, all these thoughts, all these behaviors and actions are none of my business. What happened in the past didn't happen to the person I am today, sitting before you. It happened to a younger aspect of me, and I carry the memory of what happened to him, and Sympathy Pains for him is a show of support and solidarity for what he went through. But the person I am today didn't suffer that event. It happened to a younger aspect of me. Therefore, I need to ask myself a number of questions. What am I neglecting in these 24 hours while I ruminate and fixate on a past event that's not mine? Who am I neglecting in these 24 hours today as I ruminate and fixate on a past event not mine? What opportunities am I neglecting in this present day today as I ruminate and fixate on a past event not mine? What goals, dreams and aspirations am I neglecting in these 24 hours today, ruminating and fixating on a past event not mine? Which of my loved ones, my partner, my children, my parents, my siblings, my friends, am I neglecting as I ruminate and fixate upon a past event that didn't happen to me? These are questions we have to ask ourselves and honestly give an answer to. I can be my own best friend or my own worst enemy. If I decide to focus my whole life on these 24 hours only, I become my own best friend. I embrace my meaning for life. I find my purpose in life. But if I choose to focus on the past, what happened to my inner child, what happened to my younger self, as that being my way, I become my own worst enemy. We have to find a spiritual solution, some way of giving the past back to its rightful owner to heal the hole in our soul. And one of the prayer practices I shared with you recently was about giving God over all of your past, the depression and despair of your past, and the fear and anxiety of the future, and the troubles you have in your day to day, giving them to God for 8 hours of peaceful sleep. And the morning when you wake up, he gives you your cross back, but it's not the cross you gave him. He gives you a new cross, a 16-hour cross, just for what's in front of you, for this day in front of you. And in that moment, you understand that giving God all of your troubles gives you a freedom to live in the present moment. And only having 16 hours to deal with one day at a time, you can find your meaning and your purpose all that much easier. But we can't very well forget what happened in the past. We can't bury our heads in the sand and pretend it didn't happen. We need to find another solution for that, and that's also a spiritual solution. The program of Trauma Recovery Anonymous is 2 parts. The first part is healing any trauma memory. And in this 2-hour event, you give the details and the baggage, those sympathy pains you carry for your younger self, back to its rightful owner, your younger self, your inner child, in a safe and non-intrusive manner. And by doing so, you experience the release of that past, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And now with the past gone, the cause is gone. And I've mentioned earlier about cause and effect. The cause is the past trauma memory, and your mental diagnosis is the effect. And if you've given the cause back to your younger self, you realize there's no rhyme or reason for the effect to be any longer in your life. And so you embrace a 12-step program of Trauma Recovery Anonymous to undo the learned dysfunction behaviors of that mental disorder diagnosis. And in so doing, 3 hours later, you've got your life back. You have a choice today to remain where you are in therapy, on medication, believing that you're worthless, that the light at the end of the tunnel is an oncoming train. Or you find a way of letting God into your life, letting him take the past off you, and then taking this 12-step program practice of giving the past back to your younger self, so that the light coming towards you is a light of hope, that you have meaning in your life and purpose, and you can live your life in the present as a normal, boring human being. I would ask, if this resonates with you, if you're finding some hope in my words, to please subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me across social media. And please share this with your family, your friends, your loved ones, those in your contact lists, in your communities, in your fellowships, in your support groups, other clients that you know, therapists and carers. Share this with as many people as possible. Together we can reach the world. Thank you.